Okay, so what we're doing here, okay, so when they say I'm not interested, you say I know I'm. You probably get 100 of these calls, but what I'm doing right now is I'm just doing a follow up. I'm not selling you something today.
Okay, you're saying it all backwards now.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way you guys get the idea and the way you wrote it down. Try to be as comfortable as possible. All right, now that could come before the pitch or after the pitch. They may pick up the phone and says, "Hey, you know what? I'm not interested." Then you tell them that, or after you pitch them, then they say it, and within the pitch you can see that it says, I'm doing a follow up. You can say, like I said before, and you do the pitch. After you do the pitch, you read that to them. That shows them again. I'm reinforcing. I'm not selling you anything. This is what we're doing. We're doing a follow up. You basically contacted us. Okay. The other thing they're gonna do is they're gonna say, well, I gotta speak to my spouse, or I gotta speak to my husband. Great, right, guys? Write this down. Great.
Wait,
Which
wait,
I'm
wait.
I got to put it I gotta speak to my wife or husband.
from a spouse.
That's the rebuttal they're gonna give you. I gotta speak to my wife or my husband.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got that down, Santana?
Okay. My wife or my husband. My husband.
Okay. So when you say that, this is one of the things you gotta say is, that's great. I'm glad both of you make decisions together. Because when you're doing this is a decision that has to be made by both parties.
That's you got me lost.
Okay. Basically, that's great
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
that you make decisions together. So what you're doing, you're complimenting them and you're trying to break down that wall even more.
Together.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly why I called. Because what we're going to do,
Because what?
because what we're going to do, I'm going to pre-qualify you okay, pre-qualify you. And once we do that and we get you qualified,
Once we do that, get you pre-qualified.
once we do that and we get you qualified, then you could present that information.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
I left behind.
One, two, three.
Once we do that
And get you qualified, you can present that information to your spouse
to your spouse.
Awesome.
and both of you can make an educated decision. Now, what you're doing here is basically this. What we want to do is pre-qualify these people. We want to try to get their email address and everything else and get them pre-qualified. the reason I'm telling them this is so we get the information. They can't talk to their spouse, or they can't talk to their wife or husband, whatever you want to call it, if they don't know what it is that we're doing. Because they say, oh no, somebody called for a loan mod. They don't know what. Get their information, say, listen, we're going to pre-qualify you, get you all the information, then you can make an educated decision. The next step is you can say, good, when you're going to do the call back, to call them back, since their wife and their husband's going to be there, so listen, what time is your wife is going to be there? Or what time is your husband going to be there? I want to make sure that both of you make this decision together. So you use that against them. You know, when they said, I got to speak tomorrow, great, put both of you on the line. Or, if she's at work, can she do a conference call? I could call on a three-way. Whichever way you're going to do it. These two are the most rebuttals they're going to give you. I'm not interested, or I got to speak to my wife or husband. So you got to be prepared with this, read it over and over, and then you can just read it off the page a couple of times. So when they do that, you can just read that off. And then once you read that off, you go right back into your pitch. Listen to them a little bit. After you do that, then go right back into your pitch. You know, the other thing that they're going to come up with, I don't have any money. So write that down. I don't got any money.
There you go.
Um,
Okay. It is probably true that they don't have any money. It is probably true. I'm not saying that they don't. But if they're doing a loan modification, if we're doing a loan modification and they've been in the home 6 months and they're working, they have to have some money saved. Because if their mortgages are $1,000 a month or $2,200 a month, they have to have some money saved because they know eventually they may get kicked out of the house. They're saving to get an apartment or whatever. If they're still working. So you say, listen, I understand. Write this down. So I understand you don't have money at the moment. I also understand that the mortgage payments were probably too high. Understand that the mortgage payments were probably too high. The mortgage payments were too high.
we're too high.
Were too high, yeah. I also understand that things happen in life. Happen in life. Okay. But this is what I'm going to do for you. We have a payment plan. Because you do want to stay in your house, correct?
This is what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to do for you. I have a payment plan. So we can work this out. This is what I'm going to, so we can work this out. You do want to stay in your home, right? Correct? And you say correct.
This
This is what I'm going to
I
do
have a payment plan.
so we can.
I have a payment plan. What do you got?
I have a payment plan so we can
Okay.
work this out.
Work this out. Good memory.
Work.
This out. You do want to stay in your home, correct?
Stay in.
Correct? Okay, good. And they'll say, yes, I do. Because that's what they want to do. They didn't buy the house not to stay there. Great. Let's not, and then you go, let's not, and you guys got this already. Let's not worry about money right now. Let's get you pre-qualified first. Before we know. Because a lot of these loan modification companies, they want to throw you the number, this and this and this and that. Let's see if we can work together first. Those are the rebuttals that you're going to get from people 90% of the time. Now, the other rebuttal will probably be, oh, I done that. This doesn't work. So write that down.
Oh,
Or they have done it in the past.
I done it before and it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I done it before, it doesn't work.
I done it before. It doesn't work. Or I tried it and it didn't work out.
Wanna try it?
And it didn't work out.
Is it close up?
Yes.
Yeah.
So with this basically is basically explaining how the program works. Say, listen, and you got what this program is. That's when you tell them what the program does.
This one, what we
Which
do, what we do, we do
I said,
a
okay,
forensic.
we do a forensic and securitization audit. When we do this, the audit, we look for any extra fees, any fraud committed by the bank.
Exactly.
When the house is
So
broken, went down,
exactly. So you say with that, this is why it's different.
This is why.
Basically, you give them that. You can say this is why it's different, and then you go towards that.
Let me put down what we do here, so I don't forget.
Exactly. So you could go right into that second pitch right there and go into there.
What we do?
Because
Okay.
they've probably done a loan mod before, but we do something different. So you gotta specify what is different
So
from what they've done in the past.
What we should write down here now?
Right here, and
After the pitch.
yeah. What happens if they come with that rebuttal? You just reinforce what Anna says.
This.
Yes. Because what they're doing is, basically what we're doing is we're explaining how we're different and what we do as different. We don't want to take their money and say, all right, you know what, this loan mod is going to cost $2,500 or $3,000. You probably did it with a broker when you should have really done it with a lawyer. There's so many laws that have passed right now that you basically need to do it with a lawyer. Because before people used to give out money like that. No, we can't do that anymore. So you just have to specify what it is that our program does and educate them. And also when you're doing this, you can educate them. Say, listen, all this information we're going to send to you in an email. You're going to see that we have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. We're going to send you some videos.
Better business.
Better Business Bureau. Look, all this stuff is in the pitch and stuff like that. I'll go through that with you after this.
Okay, so we gotta put that here. When they say, "Oh, I done that before and it doesn't work."
What you do is you go towards your second half of your pitch if they didn't let you get to that.
Go to this.
Yeah. If they didn't let you get to it yet. But at the same time, when you do that, just basically remind them of what it is we do. Because that's all it is reconfirmation. If you answer all their questions, they can't say no. Because you answer all their questions. I say, okay, let's get you started. What's your email address? I just got to ask you 6 questions just to pre-qualify you.